been subscribed to this channel a while, you'll know this house frontage. You would have seen Alexander water plants here. And this is my old rosemary. There's a few others here, which is nice to see. I scored this cool pot in a house clearance job I did a few years ago. Yeah, we're at Shirley's, and shame. Our old lady's health is in a bad way, and this whole COVID thing is so detrimental to her. Anyway, I won't belabor, but at least we're stopping in to say goodbye. Tot ziens. Oh, that's video. Let me just make it on. Still at the locker. Andrea's had to dig deep. She's looking for the paperwork associated with the what's the permission, or not the permission, but the acknowledgement by the state that they have no record of Alexander, and therefore no birth certificate. You need this when applying for a passport. So I'll hopefully get all that paperwork together, and we'll do a video about it soon. Born free as the wind blows, as free as the grass grows, free to follow your heart. Nice. Chew away, chew freely, my love. Saying goodbye is always difficult. Seeing Shirley earlier on, she's so lost in dementia, you know. Was it that inscription I read the other day about the spirit? The body without spirit is dead, so the life without works is also. But yeah, I mean, the spirit is gone in that dear old lady, you know, and I have to say, I think we're killing the spirit with this social distance mask. Everybody's a potential risk. That agenda is killing another generation. Shirley's generation were bombed in the Blitz, but this is a worldwide Blitz, and the psyche is never to recover from such an attack, surely. I want to grieve for the lost chances, or the lost souls, but perhaps it's, again, it doesn't matter. It's like this is part of the cycle, and our investment in a particular outcome is not futile, but not futile, but rather unneeded and unnecessary, because somehow it matters not. For those who want to fight to make this system better, the savior never comes. Don't you get that? The savior is you. Savior is not in the system. The system would have you seek it out in obeisance, subservience, or even in rage. The system wants your energy. You know, moving over to Portugal does mean I'm further from my children, the other children, not him, for now. It's further from so many things that are familiar. But we know that to stay in it, to live with it, to eventually acquiesce through various mechanisms of social control, we will be subsumed by it. But the family we leave behind, we don't say goodbye to them like we never come back, we never see them, and so on. It's not like that. Surely it's not like that. But our welcome here will become less and less warm as constrictions continue to melt, marble people's minds. Andrea's just in the shop picking up some supplies. She's confident to walk around the shop without a mask on now. You know, it's fine still. Although most, if not all, people are just donning the mask and have it on all the time. She's picking up some supplies for the road trip. We'll update you as we go. But I guess my point is, make your way out. This system is always going to be taking your energy. It's always going to be. It doesn't matter which of the pedos and the Clintons and the you name it. It doesn't matter who and what and which conspiracy is accurate, and it doesn't matter. It's going to offer you a never-ending series of it doesn't matters for you to think matter. So know that now, surely after all you've seen, all the deceptions you're aware of, that this system didn't do what it's done by accident or by ham-fisted misuse of data. No. This is the plunging the depths. Oops. This is a plunging of the depths to see how they can squeeze people in this final chapter, perhaps, of this age that we're living in. I'm going to Portugal. I'm seeking to prepare a place for my family and for others to, when they're ready, make the necessary uncomfortable sacrifices to walk the path alone, but together with friends. It is a solo journey in a way. It is a solo journey, but without friends, I would never have made it this far. And I will be that friend. Yeah, it's just a little late tag on here. It's gone 10:30, I think, p.m. Got the truck packed. Took me a little longer than I expected, but my mate Clint popped round and gave me a hand, so that was useful. Cheers, Bell. So yeah, it's loaded. I've given a little test run actually, so it feels good. And the truck feels good. 6 a.m. departure tomorrow, 9th of October. While I was packing, hopefully this is, you've held on long enough to hear this. I think there's something to consider. You know, in the military, I was a troop sergeant, and I was responsible, therefore, certain amounts of material and equipment and weaponry and stuff like that. I had to arrange stuff like that. Logistics was kind of part of the job, I suppose. And something that anyone who's been in any large-scale combat situations will know is that to get an entire unit, hundreds of men, to get an entire unit and all the things, the ancillary things that goes along with a unit, actually takes a lot of preparation, months of preparation oftentimes. And you know, the military are preparing for a contact months before you hear about it in the news. They're building forces up in the area. They're getting the necessary forward fueling and supply lines and stuff like that, and getting the necessary arsenal together for the action that's going to be taken. And I feel like that's perhaps what Lockdown 1 was all about. The first COVID was really about putting the assets in place, mobilizing the assets that are going to be required for the live action, the real action that's coming. In my case, my unit, we saw contact for the first time in the middle of September in 1987, but we started some preparation training drills specific for this action in July, and we were told in July that, you know, your leave was being cancelled, you are being mobilized, there is stuff coming down the pipeline. So it took us weeks to get our unit, as big as we were, to that point of being ready for action, in place and ready for action. And I think the pieces are being moved into place, the policing, the ambulance services, the other sort of track and trade, you know, the kind of local high-vis jacket-wearing types who are now ready and geared up for the action that's to come. They've just been given a narrative based on data to run the drill with, but to think that it was real. Oh, there's a fox just walking past. Pebbles doesn't have a interaction with that fox. Okay, well look, I think this is an interesting thing. It takes a lot of time to prepare your readiness, and I think that this first round was a readiness drill. The live fire action is still to come, and I can assure you it's nothing like the drill.